Hey, Vinyl Community, Jason. Yeah, installment number 2. I got so many records. Yeah, just want to do today mostly jazz. A couple Brazilian records, one I forgot last time. I can't believe I forgot it, and one that just came. So right now we're listening to, I'm inside today. Actually, I'm doing this quick. My family's gonna be home soon, but I'm working today. But so we're listening to Jards Macaulay. Let's jump in. I got a million records. Self-titled. This is the original on Philips. Since we're listening to like 3-piece Jards Macaulay. Tutti Moreno, I think he's drummer, and then Lanny Gordon's bass. Yeah, this thing's just a. Sorry for the lights. That's all I got. Yeah, this thing's just like a 3-person jam fest, and I love this song. This is my jam. So good. I had this upgrade copy. I traded my other one to Trent Records. Trent. It's called Trent's Records. Trent. So yeah, still to get that. And Jards Macaulay is a beast. Like, he produced some stuff. I think he produced drums that comes on Bosa's album. Just kind of had his hands on a lot of stuff. So yeah, let's just kick it off some jazz. This one, actually I was gonna listen to this before the video, but I didn't have time. This is just turn up the mic a little bit. Is that better? Probably not, but this is can you see that? RF Martin Journey. This is kind of like cheapy. This is all Atlantic. Yeah, I mean the glare doesn't really help, but yeah, got this one. It's kind of like jazz funk. It's a cool cover. Yeah, it's like a $10 or $15 record. I mean, it's great though. Highly recommend it. RF Martin. Yeah, it's cool. It's one of just like jazz funk. It's kind of like. It's a little like cinematic a little bit as well. I don't know, it's really good. Here's the next one. This is Miles Davis, Bitches Brew. I'm not talking about this too much. This is the original on Columbia. I love this cover. It's a super clean copy. Been looking for an original for a long time. Traded with a guy. So bad with names. But yeah, and so yeah. He brought that down for me. Roy Ayers, Ubiquity. Just one I actually had this and I purged it and then I got it again. Just nice, some like nice funky jazz. Jean Paul, like super clean copy. So yeah, I don't know. Depends on my mood. But yeah, wanted to add that back to the collection. This is Oliver Nelson. More blues and the abstract truth. This is on my green. So this is a reissue. I bought it. I thought it was the original. I don't know. It was like a quick auction, and then I just didn't do my due diligence, I guess. But yeah, it's super clean. Really nice record. I'm not like a huge Oliver Nelson fan, but I like this record a lot. I know this is the second one. I think he just did one called Abstract Blues. So there's more blues in the abstract truth. This is follow up. But it's really good. It's like free jazz, but it's like pretty accessible. I forget who all it is. Ben Webster, Phil Woods, that's right. Pat Jones, Green Tate, Richard Davis, Phil Woods. I was a Phil Woods fan. Phil Woods is like hit and miss, but he's got his hits are really good. That's when I had the collection. Ralph Towner, this is on ECM. Solstice. Yeah, Ralph. I mean, just like kind of like ECM's got some good like cheap beat stuff. This is kind of just fusion a little bit, I believe. I can't remember. I've listened to it a long time. So I've had some of these for like 6-7 months. That one I want to give it a listen today, but I just didn't get a chance. Jan Garbeck, Eberhard Webster, and John Christensen. So solid one to add to the collection. I was listening to this is really good. McCoy Tyner, Asante. This is on Blue Note. It's a later Blue Note release. The first side kind of sounds like you would think, just by from the cover, kind of like a lot of percussion. There's like a woman's vocal. There's not saying any words, just kind of melody. The second side's a little bit more like, I guess, hard bop. But yeah, solid record. So if you get that one, some guy was selling on Whatnot, and I was sampling it, and then, but yeah, listened to a couple songs. I was like, I'm sold. Yeah. So that's a good one. McCoy Tyner. I have a couple McCoy Tyners. He's another one that's kind of hit. Some of his stuff's hit and miss, but I guess I have a lot of his later stuff on Milestone. I don't have too much of his earlier stuff. So. This is another one we're gonna throw this one on. This is the other Brazilian record I just got. This thing's really cool. I don't remember what track. I mean, they're all kind of blend together. But it's very percussion heavy. So this is Sergio Otana Zepra, Bahia Africanismo, Obi-Oba. So this guy, he plays percussion on one of my favorite Brazilian records, Carioca, something Amazonia. So bad when I'm like on the spot. But yeah, he does like a lot of percussion on that. Actually, I thought it was another guy. There's another percussionist on there who has Zay and Nettie, something like that. But he's got like a really good jazz solo. I thought he was the one that does most percussion, but then someone posted about this guy, and I didn't realize he's the one actually that does percussion on that album. And yeah, so it's a fantastic album, and it's like very percussion heavy. So as you can tell, this is kind of like, I guess like none of that's stuff. It's kind of like that, but yeah, very Bahian percussion. This was a cheap record. This was actually, I looked kind of just, LSD is kind of new to me. So I listened, I think it's 3 solo albums. I think it's early 80s. And this was the cheapest of the 3, and this is probably one of my favorite. So yeah, really good. Let's continue with jazz. This is Yule Anderson solo piano. This is a private press record. I got this, kind of took a chance on it. I didn't really know much about it when I bought it. I just kind of got it because it's obscure. And it is a solo piano. It kind of looks like he's, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a lot funkier than it was. Just the cover is really, I really like the cover. It's kind of like attracted me to it. But it is a solo piano. He's just solo. It's like it's very melodic. It almost like it's, when you like hear a song, you're like, oh, I've heard this before. It's kind of like that, just very catchy. I think there might be one song online. But yeah, it's, I mean, probably don't listen to it that much, but it's a solid record. It's always enticing getting those like private press ones. So I got a couple Chico Freeman records. This was like pretty cheap beat. I think this is 81, 82. Chico Freeman, Tradition and Transition. Really nice copy in the strength. Yeah, it was like $5 on Whatnot, and it's kind of nice. The thing about Whatnot is not a lot of people buying stuff like this. People are just looking for Led Zeppelin, and people buy jazz for more like Coltrane and some of the weird stuff you can get away with for pretty cheap. So stoked to get that. And yeah, like Chico Freeman. That one was actually, it's not too out there. That one's pretty. It's good though. It sounds fantastic. I listened to it today. It was really good. It's like jazz, a little bit edge, but not like it's not really free jazz or anything. But I also did get this one. This one was a little bit more expensive, but still was really reasonable. Chico Freeman, Beyond the Rain. Elton John's on this, Juma Santos. Yeah, I think this one's a little earlier. I want to say 78. On Contemporary Records, I don't really have that much on Contemporary. I didn't have any Chico. These were my first two Chico Freeman records. Yeah, so super fun. This one is a little bit tight. I listened to it last night. I think it's a little bit more on the free side. But yeah, still not out there at all. Pretty palatable, good, nice groove. Like perfect. That's kind of the lane for jazz. Well, I kind of like some weird stuff too. Like this one. I want to throw on. I was listening to a bunch of stuff last night and I can't remember. I was gonna throw on this one. Yeah, it's really good. Actually, I can throw on that Don Juan. No, actually, I want to listen. There's a couple of new records that I want to. So yeah, that's Sergio Altanazeta. I was listening to this one last night. It was really good. This is Soft Power. This is on RR Gems, Raw Bites. So I guess I can talk about this one since it's here. But yeah, I'm trying to go fast because I got so many records and my family's coming home soon, so I don't remember what. But yeah, this was really good. This one came out, I want to say it's a new release. I don't think it's 23, it's maybe 22. But yeah, there was Organic Pulse Ensemble, which I saw later. I wanted to get that, and I have to buy these from overseas, so I just kind of sampled a couple records the seller had. And, this is another one on RR Gems he had, so I listened and I really liked it. It's jazz, but it's kind of a little bit more rock leaning, I would say. But it's really good. Yeah, it's hard to explain, I guess. So we're listening to it anyway. So what was I saying? Don Juan, Milano Strat. This is on Black Saint. So I think it might be my second record on Black Saint, which I think is it's a Italian label. If I'm not mistaken. So it's just it's a 2-piece Don Juan and Don Juan and Milano Strat. That is no Don Juan and Mamadou Don Moe. I guess it's Don Moe who does drums, and Don Juan plays piano. This is really good. Another really cheap record. I guess it's hard to get in the States because it's Italian. So when I saw it for a few bucks, I grabbed it. It's really clean. This one is the first song is kind of almost like jazz funk, soul jazz. It's really it's a really easy song to listen to, really catchy, nice, kind of like groovy jazz, and then it starts to get, the next couple songs are pretty out there. It's just two of them, so there's a lot of space. But yeah, they just, it just kind of gets a little out there, so it's just interesting that one song, so I can put it on my wife and be like, oh, this is great, and then the next song comes like, what are we listening to? This is so strange. That's the same record, but yeah, really good. Highly recommend that one. Especially it's so cheap. It's cheap if you can find it here. This is Wynton Kelly Blue. This is it is a stereo. I don't remember what press, it's the first press or second. It's an early press, I can't remember. I think the late 50s on Riverside. The lineup here And this was a good price, so I jumped on it. I like Wynton Kelly. I don't know too many of his records, but this is basically the same. I think it's 59, which I believe is the same year that Kind of Blue was recorded, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's right around the same time Kind of Blue was recorded, and it's pretty much the same crew. I mean, you got Jimmy Cobb, Paul Chambers, and Nat Adderley on here. One side's a sextet, the other side is, I think it's each side. Some of it's a sextet, some of it's a trio with just Wynton Kelly, Jimmy Cobb, and Paul Chambers. But yeah, Nat Adderley is also on a few tracks, and then they have Benny Golson and Bobby Jaspar. Just like a really nice jazz record. More kind of, I guess, in straight ahead, I guess, bebop, whatever. I'm not too good with classifications of jazz. I'm still like my wife. I threw that on my wife as well. It's really good. Here's one I was just listening to this. This is a pretty beat up copy. Actually, I bought two of these within like a month, and this was the better of the two. So the other one was like trashed. It's like a BG, has a couple little clicks. Most of the part plays pretty good, but some clicks and parts. But Strata East, obviously, Winter in America, just a nice record from Gil Scott and Brian Jackson. Probably more leaning on the jazzier side of some other stuff. But it's kind of like jazz funk or soul jazz with very intelligent words, lyrics. So that was nice. I've been walking around for a while. I was listening to this one today as well. Just got this a couple days ago. Alex Coltrane, Radha Krishna Nama Sankirtana. This is 1977. I don't know what press it is. I think it's the first. It's just a verbatim from Older Brothers. In the Shrink, really nice copy. Sounded fantastic. This is an interesting one. I have a few of her records. This one almost kind of sounded a little bit like kind of gospel a little bit. I guess, and I know she kind of talks about her followers on the back. So I guess this is more of like chanting. Maybe less about the jazz and the music and more about the practice of whatever the teachings of Buddhism, right? But yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. I really liked it. Side B too is a really well-known track, and just kind of like an organ jam. I wasn't expecting that from the records I have of hers. But it's good, I liked it. Monk Higgins, this is no cheap one I got on Whatnot for like $5. It's kind of like soul jazz, gotta be funky. Well, I think it's called Heavyweight is the name. I was reading the first track, it's gotta be funky. It was good. Nothing mind-blowing, kind of just a groovy. I forget who's on this. I'm guessing Alex Brown, because I see his name all over it. But I don't think any like huge jazz people. I mean, I don't know all the players, but yeah, nice, good soul jazz record for cheap. Another one I was just listening to today, Keith Jarrett, Expectations. I like Keith Jarrett. A lot of his stuff I don't end up keeping. I don't know. It's good, but it doesn't like blow me away. And I'm just never gonna listen to it. This one is a little bit more, I would say, avant-garde. I liked it. I listened to it again today. Like I said, this is from 1972. Paul Motan on drums. Charlie Hayden on bass, Sam Brown on guitar, Dewey Redman on tenor sax, and Dewey Redman was going off. Arto Marietta on percussion. That's pretty much it. So it was just a nice record, a little bit more on the avant-garde side. Keith Jarrett is just technically he's a fantastic piano player. So this was a good one. I think it might be the second Keith Jarrett I ended up keeping in my collection. He's a good sideman though. I have a lot of jazz records where he's actually he actually plays sideman, so he's great. I just for some reason his records are so cheap too, but I just don't end up keeping a lot of this stuff. He's got a bunch of those solo records too. I have the Coleman concerts, and then there's the other one. I did like a three record box. Yeah. What else am I throw on? I was going to listen to. I was listening to a bunch of stuff last night. I don't know what to throw on. I'll listen to this one. I always like this one. This is Melancholia Braja. This is not on our. Is this the same label as? Yeah. I just noticed I was playing another record today. I think it has the same label. I guess it's a little different. It's just pink. But I really like Braja. I think it's David Braja. I don't know. I think he lives in New York, but he might be Canadian. But his first album on R Gems is so good. It's one of my favorite modern jazz records. I got the original I think last year, so I sold the repress I had. But this is his second solo. This is solo where he's the lead. This is called Watermelon Colia. So yeah, I really like him. And this has a little bit. It reminds me a little bit of Tiago França, who's like my favorite Brazilian jazz musician. Who also plays sax, and he also plays a lot of wind instruments. And yeah, I don't know, has that feel like the Brazilian kind of carnival a little bit. That's like Tiago França has a lot of that, and totally remember that. Yeah, and it has James Brandon Lewis. I know I bought one of his records last year. I know, I really like Braja. So another record I just got in. This is. I don't have too many Duke Ellington records actually, but I got this one. This is another one that that seller had, and I sampled it. I was like, damn, this is really good. The Afro-Eurasian Eclipse on Fantasy, and it was like a really clean copy in the shrink. But yeah, this is really good. I mean, I listened to it a few weeks ago. I can't remember, but I think it is a big ensemble. Yeah, there's a lot of players on here. But yeah, but it has kind of like, I guess the Afro, it's kind of like Afro-Cuban, but with a big ensemble. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, like I said, I don't have too many Duke Ellingtons. I do like Money Jungle, which I've never seen before, but yeah, that cover is just really sweet. So stoked to get that. It was a pretty reasonably priced. This is my first Sun Ra record. Actually, this is Other Planes of There. And I guess the reason I bought this, I like Sun Ra, I just don't like buying reissues that much. And there was a seller on Whatnot, and he said it was an original. Because the original these are like $1,000. And it was sealed. And he's like, yeah, this guy, which I was going to show, which I ended up selling, that I had a Morgan record. I got like a fantastic deal on Morgan. But psych rock isn't really my thing, and I just bought this Brazilian record today, and I needed to raise some funds to buy it, so I ended up flipping the Morgan for like a decent profit. But it's the same seller. Like this guy just had these, and he was running it. He ran the Morgan. He ran it like $50, and it's I ended up selling it for like over 300, like super fast. So he just didn't really know what he had, I guess. So yeah, he said it's the original. And I'm like, so me and this other guy were like, "Are you sure, man?" And he said, "I don't know, but it has a." got 73, so I thought it was like, I was like, man, it was just sold in 1973. So, and the repress didn't happen until like, I think maybe last year or a couple years ago. And it, I don't know, it kind of pissed me off on represses where they just look exactly the same as the original and you can't tell. So, but yeah, more story is it is not, it's not an original. I mean, I overpaid for a reissue, and I think the reissue goes for like 25. It's like a $25 record. I think I paid like 40 bucks, 45 bucks for it. Just kind of rolled the dice hoping it was original. But it's still good. I mean, I like Sun Ra, and I like this record a lot. It's really good. So I don't know too much about that, but that's why I bought it, hoping it was an original, but it wasn't. Play another one. I just saw James Buttery's video. I know he showed this record and he talked highly about it. So this is Kadef, which is also on RR Gems. RR Gems, I believe they're out of jazz label. I think they're out of Denmark, I want to say, or Estonia. I think it's Estonia actually. So, but yeah, this is Brajas. I really like that record. The only thing was, and I can see it has a slight warp. I bought it from the label, and they shipped it in like they shipped it terribly. Like no protection, nothing. And the box I got, it was just like a taco, dude. I mean, it was like, so frustrated. Like, when you get a brand new record and just like, did an awful job packing it, and it was completely like, and it has a slight warp. It plays through, doesn't really affect play, and the cover still a little bit bent. You see it. I don't know if you could tell. And it's this corner kind of dips down. It was bad. It was like, I was like, what the? I was so pissed. I didn't do anything about it, but I was like gonna ask for a new one. But I was like, dude, with that shipping, I'll just get it the same way I got that one. So this is Kadef. I think that's the name of the band. Yeah. Let's play. This is really good. So, throw this on. I think that was the second track on side C. Let's listen to this the rest of the video. Actually went pretty, 27. 27, I didn't go that fast. But this is Kadef. This is a Braja project. Yeah, this is really good. James Buddy spoke highly about it. But I bought this because I bought it with the soft power and the organic pulse ensemble. I was paying overseas shipping, so I just wanted to make it worth my while. And I'd seen this one, for some reason the first time I listened didn't click, but listened to it again, I was like, damn, this is so good. And I didn't really realize it was Braja. Actually, maybe I did, maybe that's why I checked it out, but yeah, it's really good. It has like, it's jazz, but it has a little bit like ambient to it, and there's a little bit, it's like kind of very Eastern leaning, as you'll hear in this track. I think there's someone starts chanting and singing and stuff. Yeah, really good. I think that one came out last year as well. Yeah, great. This is one I just finally cleaned this up. I don't remember, I bought this a long time ago, I think, for a couple bucks. This might have been a couple years ago. I think it was during like the height of COVID. I remember going to this guy's house and he was selling it for $2, but it was nothing great. I mean, it was like, I found like this, and I found some like a couple ECM records, but I guess value-wise, I didn't like get any rare crazy thing. But he had a couple pretty good cheap beat records, and this is Tony Williams, Lifetime, Ego, White Label Promo. The record's great shape. The sleeve is actually like completely torn on the top and like half torn on the bottom, so it's pretty beat up. But yeah, I was listening to this last night. It's really good. How to explain it? I mean, I guess it It's a little bit like fusion groovy, kind of fusion-y, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I was loving this last night. So Tony Williams, looking to see. I think, well, if I can see one, I probably explain what kind of music it is. We got Ron Carter who's on everything. Ted Dunbar on guitar. Khalid Yassin on organ. Yeah, I don't know why I just did that. But yeah, it was really good. It's so cool. It's a cool cover in the back too. Well, I guess it flips out. Huh? Yeah, so you can see stuff. Stuff's like falling out of this thing. There you go. There's the man. I mean, he's a beast. What was he playing drums with Miles Davis? He was like 16 or something stupid. Something crazy like that. Come on now. I hate trying to put this thing in with a record or anything. I was struggling. Yeah, so there's that one. This was one. I don't know if I bought with the other ones with this and the organic pulsing stuff. I'm not sure. This is Arroyo Puna. I was just listening to this. This is a like free jazz. This band, I think this came out. It's either 2020, 23. Yeah, it was 2023 release. I didn't buy more than one 2023 release. I thought I only bought the organic pulsing samples, but. Sorry. It's free jazz. These guys are Scandinavian. I think they're Finnish. They might be Norwegian. I can't remember. I think they're Finnish. So yeah, just good free jazz. I had their first 3 records. I didn't buy their 4th one, but this one was getting kind of more up my alley. And yeah, it's just free jazz. This one actually had vocals on it, which was kind of interesting. I mean, she's singing in a foreign language, so it doesn't sound like words. It almost sounds like this, like it's just another instrument, because I can't understand what they're saying. So, but yeah, it was good. Highly recommend Arroyo Pena. If you don't know their first album, they have a 10-inch. It's kind of pricey now, but that's really good. They have the other 10-inch. Actually, I think it's pretty cheap, and I like that one a lot as well. And then one of their records is like pretty out there. I mean, it's free jazz, but it's a little bit more kind of out there. So yeah, these next 2. I don't know why some records are like so low, some are so high in volume. It drives me crazy. This is Organic Pulse Ensemble, 1,000 Rands. This one is not on our. I think the other one's on our jam. So Red Deer. Two-headed deer. Yeah, Organic Pulse Ensemble. This is I guess it's called 1,000 Hands. This one guy who does all the instrumentation, which is pretty mind-blowing to me, especially for jazz. But it's kind of like this a little bit. Maybe not as out there, but yeah, like kind of groove, like indie groove jazz. Really good. I have his 2nd album as well, which is awesome. I really like that album. It's just kind of the same thing. Yeah, just blows my mind. The guy plays like everything. Drums and flute and guitar and sax and plays it all. And this is the other one from him as well. Formative Stages. This one is on RR Gems. This one's really good. I like the cover on this too, man. So he actually had 2 releases in 2023, so I guess he's busy. He's got a lot of music in his head. Like I said, just one-man band. Yeah. Or if you don't know Organic Pulse Ensemble, definitely check it out. And these ones I think are pretty cheap. This first one and the second one are a little bit more expensive now, just because they sold out. And I guess they didn't press that many of them. This is from Alpha Mist, Nocturne. Yeah, I like Alpha Mist. He's like a UK jazz, he's in the UK jazz scene, but he mixes like jazz and hip hop. I saw him last year, really good. This was his first EP I think he ever put out, but it just finally got released on vinyl last year, so I had to jump on it. Yeah, it's really good. I saw him live last year. It was incredible. He's really good. I thought he had like guest people like rapping while he's playing piano, but it's actually him. I was like blown away. I had no idea because I just assumed it was somebody else. I thought it was just the piano player. But yeah, it was him like spitting. It was amazing. But yeah, this was really good. It might be my favorite Alchemist. That's why I really wanted to buy it on vinyl. He's got a lot of albums. They're all really good, but nothing ever like stands out like I gotta get that. But I listen to like Alchemist Radio, Spotify, with your ones. It's amazing. Yeah, so I highly recommend check it out. And it has some like stuff with some like girl vocals, like very big. It's really good. Sorry, my records are sliding. My piles are getting too big here. I only got one more anyway. This is Sven Wonder, Late Again, Piano Records. Yeah, it's just his 2023 release. I don't know, I just pulled the trigger. I like this first couple. This one didn't blow me away, but it's kind of like, yeah, he kind of does his thing with his stuff's always kind of like Eastern leaning, whether it be like he had that one that was like Japanese, and then one that was like Turkish. I can't remember what this one is, but he's a musician from Sweden. So yeah, I probably won't buy his next one, at least not blindly. I'll sample it first instead of just pulling the trigger. There's just a couple artists where I just like, oh, their stuff's good, I'll just buy it. But for me, his stuff's been getting not as interesting, so I'll probably hold off. And then, yeah, what we listen to could have, yeah, really good, highly recommended. So yeah, that's all my jazz stuff. I'm sure I'll have more on a couple Brazilians. I still have a lot of records left, some soul, a lot of soul, and just kind of one-off stuff. So hopefully I'll try to all squeeze those in next another video or split up into two. But I hope you're all doing well. Peace.